Hey guys, and welcome to game number 4 out of 100 of Revenge of the Mack, my third 100-game series against the AI-powered Scrabblebot BestBot. Things have, for the first time in any of these series, gotten off to a pretty good start. I am 2-1 through the first 3, hoping to make that 3-1 with another win today. We started out with 4 bingos in Monday's game. That unfortunately is not going to be happening here. I have a decent rack, but no 7s. Urbia maybe? I think this is still slightly better than exchanging. I mean, exchanging 3, keeping AIRS is not crazy. I like this, though, having an S setting up the Urbia's hook, which could be a nice bingo line for me. Definitely debatable whether this is worth it. It does give the bot floaters to play through for bingos of its own. Very close. I'm inclined to say it's worth it for 16 points and the long-term benefit of setting up the S hook for myself. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Okay. Another rack that feels promising. Don't have a 7. I don't think I have any 8s that play right now either, but hopefully BestBot gives me something. While BestBot's thinking, guys, I will mention that time is running out to get those predictions in for the prediction contest, which is going to be open until Game 5 gets published on Monday, so make sure you get those predictions in. Once again, prizes for the top 5 predictors at the end of these series. BestBot playing Bazoo. Don't really think that's going to help me, unfortunately. No bingos through a Z. Certainly nothing through an O. Maybe just Cozy for 16. Keeps ERS, which is a fantastic leave. I've got Urbias, Bazoo's, Cozier now, even if that happens to be good for me. Yeah, it looks fine. I mean, I'd love to score a little more. I can't really do that with... I don't want to blow up my rack, I don't think. I mean, this isn't... I guess this is playable. I mean, it's 35. Do I just do this? Maybe I just do this, honestly. I mean, 35 points. It's 19 more than Cozy. That's a lot to give up, guys. 19 points. Yeah, I don't know. It's close. Definitely close. ERS is a nice leave. But 19 points is also a lot to give up. I think I'm actually going to take the 19 here. It's close, but that just feels like a little bit too many to sacrifice. So I'm going to play Cozier. Okay, a lot of vowels, but a blank. Facetiae, F-A-C-E-T-I-A-E. If I get a C or a T, which I don't have now. I'll play Dodie. Okay, I was going to play Fascia. Do that C. I can't do that anymore. I just have to play Fees now. Offload some of these vowels. 17 points, keeping AI blank. Looks decent. Calf is not worth it. Just too many vowels. Nothing here. That would be nice, but nothing there. Yeah, I think Fees looks reasonable here. It's not a very exciting play, but I don't see anything better. Hopefully I can draw a decent enough rack on my next pool here. I should be bingoing, I would think. I see, well, I was going to say I had Akalia. That got immediately foiled. There's got to be something. Okay, I have Chelly, which I guess I'll play here. I have to open a triple either way. That's 76. I don't want to just do that yet. If I could play something that does not open a triple, I would prefer that. But if that's what I have, that's what I have. Just kind of going through the alphabet here, guys, in my head. L, M, N, no. Nothing with an S. Yeah, I just don't really see anything other than Chelly. Putting a blank C in the 6th spot is also not really that risky. So, alright. Chelly. Well, actually, you know what? It does have an anagram. I could play helical. I saw heliacal before. I forgot about helical. That might be preferable for it's just one fewer point. So that's actually probably a better play. Yeah, let's play helical. Okay, UVW, not what you really want to see, although the rest of my rack is pretty good. So maybe try to play like Wived or something. Finis for 37. Okay, so I'm actually not really up very much. see what I want to do here. I mean, 5, ugh, DUWS is awful as a leave. Wids is 40. That might actually be better. UVIE doesn't even feel that much better or that much worse than WUDS, I'll be honest. So yeah, Wids is definitely not crazy. But it does force me to spend my S, which is not great. Let's just think for another second here. FUDs is terrible. Is something like WED here crazy, setting up 2 Essex? IUSV is just bad. I mean, it is nice setting up U's. Problem is, it's easy for the bot to just play next to the RE and block both, so I don't really think that accomplishes much. And my leave is just too bad to really capitalize on it. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Wids right now. Could give me a good play above this W if that stays open. 5 is also fine, I guess, but DUWS is just ugly. Yeah, I don't know here, guys. Tricky turn. I feel like I've had a lot of tricky turns this game. Hopefully I've been getting them more or less right. But I'm going to play Wids. I think it's correct here. Okay. Yeah, UV combo still looming here. There was just really not a good way for me to get rid of 2 of UVW there. Gora, okay. Not a terrible outcome. Still holding on to a bit of a lead. Not a massive one by any means. What do I want to do here? Auklet still keeps IV. That's not particularly good. It's got to be something way better than that, I feel like. Wow. So there's just no way to get rid of the U and the V together? Very, very little. I mean, I could play Gov for 11. That doesn't feel good. Might not even be that bad. Looking for like overlaps here, but don't think so. Huh. Yeah, I just really don't see a whole lot here. There's just nothing under this W. Lovey needs 2 Vs. Rare situation where I actually wish I had another V so I could play Lovey. Nothing here. I don't have Burka. Nothing really from this C. Nothing really from this F. Huh. Another confounding turn here, guys. Auklet does not feel like a good play. Gov does not feel like a good play either, especially now without an S. I think I prefer Auklet just to at least turn over some more tiles with that blank still out. I mean, is there just nothing better? I mean, 20 points keeping IV really doesn't feel good. Nut-like, that's a little better. That's definitely a little better. All right, 23, keeping just a V. That's still slightly better than Auklet. Didn't see that first. Weird place to look. Normally you don't think of starting a word with an N. Yeah, I guess nut-like. Doesn't take an S. Alright. I don't see anything else. Just blow up the rack. No blank or S like I was hoping, but not the worst of draws. You can try to get rid of this V once and for all with like Venge or Verge. Goopy for 36. Okay. Probably going to lean towards Verge over Venge, just because Venge takes a front A hook for Revenge, and I don't have an A, so normally I'd slightly prefer MR to MN, but the difference is minor enough, I would rather just do this. I mean, I feel like this has to be the play. 26 points, cleans up the rack nicely. Should ask myself if there's anything to this P. Veep doesn't get there. Grimp is not a word. Yeah, I think Verge has just got to be the play. Yeah, let's do that. Man, the other V and a U. Not what I wanted. This board is actually pretty tight now, which is not a terrible thing for me. Up 40, which is not a particularly comfortable lead, especially now with a bit of a clunky rack. Still a blank, an S, a Q, an X out. Gonna try to now once again rid myself of a U and a V. I feel like I've been stuck with these tiles for a while. Oh, Vum here is a fantastic play. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. 27 points, shedding both the V and the U. I mean, this feels pretty automatic. Nothing to the P. Yeah, almost. There's 4 T's left. I almost have Trump, but not quite. So, all right, I'll go ahead and play Vum. Yeah, I mean, this has to be the play. Doesn't give anything back either. That's a little better. Still holding on to this 40-point lead. Not a great board for bingoing now, but there are lines. There is this T that's looming through the T and nut-like. There is space under Verge. You have to start with an I or an O, but you can fit a 7 there. Do I have any? I feel like I gotta have some. I mean, here I could do have some nice plays here, right? Like lender or relend. Probably relend to keep it tighter. Yeah, it's 32. That's a very nice play. Scoring and blocking, almost certain. Ah, dang. Well, now maybe I just play lend or lender. Let's see. I probably do. I mean, it's still a lot of points. Question is which one? I probably want to play this. I mean, this is interesting. So obviously I'm not thrilled about opening this line with the R. I'm very not thrilled about it. But I'm also not up that much, and I need to keep the scoring pressure on. An extra 7 points is a lot, and 2 more shots at the blank or the S. On the other hand, if I play 2 more tiles, I have 2 more chances to draw the Q, which would be absolutely awful here. So, I mean, maybe I do just do this and try to, like, hold on. I mean, I'm up 38 points, which is a bit. I have a decent rack. There's still this line under Verge, which is a bit concerning. But I can't really do much about that anyway. Yeah, I mean, putting an R there is pretty bad. There's a lot of good bingo tiles in that pool. I really am not dying to put an R there. On the other hand, I do kind of want to get rid of another E and score 7 more points. That's a lot of points. And I guess I often do draw something like Repine or Repent. I think I'm going to play Lender, guys. I've just seen too many games when someone, like, gets too overconfident in their ability to maintain, like, a 30, 40-point lead on this kind of board, and then they just lose their lead. Like, I want to at least, like, if I'm going to lose, you know, I want to lose to a bingo. I don't want to lose to just, like, BestBot scoring 30 points 3 turns in a row and feeling like, oh, I should have just scored more. So usually in these kind of situations, unless I feel very, very confident about my ability to maintain my lead, I'll just take the extra points. I think that's what I'm going to do here. More E's. Okay, no Q, which I'm happy about. Still JQX left. And that's the other thing, guys. With JQX left, there's just a lot of scoring potential. So I feel even less confident about my ability to maintain a lead than normal. Not that unhappy about this draw, though. Dodging the Q is very good. Exchange 5. Exchange 5. Wow. It probably had the Q. What do I do? I mean, this is definitely better than Repent. I don't really want to deal with a C on a closed board. I'd rather a P. Puts me up 70. I mean, obviously the problem is now I've got probably a 50-50 shot at drawing the Q, drawing 5 out of 10, and the bot probably just threw the Q in. But I think I got to score. At least if I draw the Q, I do have this spot next to cheese. If it gets blocked, I might be up enough to outrun a Q stick, depending on what else I draw. Bingos on the bottom are still a threat, but depending on what I draw, I could maybe counteract them for a big score. I think I just have to do this. You know, there is a cool idea. It doesn't work here with an E and a blank still up at P, trying to set my other E for epee, but doesn't work here. Yeah, I think recent's got to be right. Or wait a minute, recept, right? That's a word. That's definitely better. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a word. All right, let's do that. Very good draw here, pulling the S. And the J is fine. I should be able to deal with that. All right, so Bob plays Maxis. 2 tiles left. There are threats on the bottom, like in title. So I could block that. Are there other threats? I mean, there is the threat of me drawing the Q, but I have an I. So I could also... What if I just, like, play 1? I guess then I could... The problem is... Okay, This is a little interesting, because I can't play 1, really, I don't think. Because if I draw the Q and it plays in title, then I'm going to have to deal with both the Q and the J, which I can't. Oh, there's also in quiet. Shoot. Yeah, in quiet would definitely sting. Okay. I have 6 minutes here. Let me think, guys. 2 in the bag. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can just block that. I don't think there's anywhere else that it can bingo, and I should have enough points to withstand a Q stick. Question is, what's the best way for me to block this? It's kind of tricky without giving something else back. I wonder if I could, like, set up my J somewhere. Like, is it... Here's an idea. Like, if I play Yen, setting up Soja, does this just outrun if it plays in quiet? Maybe that just outruns in quiet or in title. Well, I guess the big concern is if it plays in title and then if I draw the Q and it plays in title, then what happens? I guess that would be the real concern. So I go up 70 with this. In title is 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 15, 71. I'd be down 1. Soja is a lot. I probably hold on. So I would have Soja IQE. So I'm down 1. Soja is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 36, 44. So I go up 43. And I have QIE. That's going to give it 24. It would need 19 points, guys, with a T. There's no way that's happening, right? No way. So this might do the trick. The only other thing I have to consider is if I draw the Q and it just plays off 1. But then if it plays off 1, I can probably just block. And I can, I mean, or just play Soja at that point. I'll still have enough, right? Yeah, I should still have enough. Like, I don't see how I lose after this. And I can easily withstand a Q stick. I mean, Soja scores so much, it's only going to have 1-pointers if I draw the Q. I think this works. Yeah, like, sometimes this is the best strategy, guys, is to just, like, set yourself up for a big play to counteract whatever they might have. What if there's a way I could set myself up for, like, an even bigger play? I have to be careful not to give it a big play, too, though. Like, I could do this for 2, setting up a massive Zhao. I mean, that could also work, actually. That's interesting. I have to watch out for... Yeah, I mean, I guess I could give back big Q plays, but nothing massive, right? QU doesn't fit there. Yeah, I wonder if that's even better. That might even be better. Yeah, I mean, again, if it bingos within title, I just play Zhao for 60. If it plays over there, I mean, if it just plays QI, I can win easily. This is probably even better. Yeah, because now if I draw the Q, I mean, I've got, and it blocks me on the right, then I can just I guess the issue is, yeah, it can like play, if I draw the Q and it just plays a T with like ret. But then I think Hotaz just outruns in title. Yeah, so this is fine too. This is actually probably even better. That's just funny. Re for 2. I just want to make sure there's nothing it can have, guys, with the Q on this double letter, but I don't see how it's possible. I mean, QINS is not a word. This isn't Collins. Uh, yeah, this wins. This is fine. All right, I did get the Q. So we'll see what happens. I figured I might. But the key there, like I said, guys, was to just not empty the bag. And yeah, so I mean, if it plays any more than one tile, I just win. Because then it can't bingo. I mean, on the right. I'm not going to get Q stuck. Like, I can play off Chi under by, and it has 1-pointers. It can't score. If it bingos within title, then I just play Zhao for 60 and win. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that play I just made. I think Yen would have been fine too, but this is even slightly better execution. It looks weird, but that can be a really good strategy, guys. You know, when there's like a couple in the bag and it's sort of hard to block, you can just create a massive scoring spot for yourself, and it's like, all right, if they bingo, you just score. And if they use the spot, well, then they're not bingoing. So then you just win. It doesn't come up too often, but it can be a very useful approach. And in this particular case, I do think it was correct. So we'll see what BestBot does here. Is it going to bingo? Can it even bingo? Is it going to fish off a T? I don't know, but I'm feeling pretty good either way. All right, and BestBot is going to just go ahead and bingo. That is fine. Like I said, I'm just going to play Zhao here for 60 as blind. Jins also works. It doesn't really make a huge difference. And the bot's going to... Oh, I guess I should have played Jins to not give that back. 1 spread point down the drain. I mean, it still would have played Went, but yeah, that was slightly sloppy. But all right, we get the win, which is what matters. 367 to 364. So yeah, well played, I think, there. I guess the bot just figured it didn't really have a way to steal the game, so it might as well just bingo. So yeah, we'll get to the end. Let's look at the earlier stages of this game. Yeah, Urbian, not the most satisfying play. I mean, there's just nothing good here. I could have traded 3. I think I'm fine with this. Bot plays Bazoo. Yeah, here, I just didn't feel like... Cozy isn't even on this list. Wow, yeah, I just didn't feel like Cozy was quite strong enough to give up 19 points. It's a lot to give up, guys. I think that's fine. Bot plays Dodie. If we're going Dicty... Keeping it a little tighter, I could see that. Okay. Nah, I'm not playing phase. Too many vowels left. I don't think the E is that valuable to keep here. Okay. Yep, glad I took the time here to find helical. For some reason, I saw Chally first before its anagram. This, I think, is clearly better for 1 less. I'll play Finis. Yeah, Wids here seems as good as anything. I mean, Swive, keeping UD, it's also not great. No good options here. I think Wids is fine. Bot plays Angora. Ooh, missed Kevel. Would I have done it, though? Putting a K there. I mean, a K there isn't actually that risky for triple triples, but it gives back a lot of cheap 35-point plays like OM, OH, that kind of thing. Should have at least seen it. Didn't come up with that word. Yeah, Nutlake is... I'm not playing Uke there. I didn't like up. I don't think Nutlake is bad. Maybe Kevel's slightly better, but Nutlake is fine. Wow, Goopy over Poyu, huh? Guess it's a constant heavy pool, kind of like IU, maybe providing some more insurance too against a Q draw. I could see that. I didn't spot Venin here. Yeah, that's maybe a little bit better. I wasn't really looking at that spot on this turn, I'll be honest. Yeah, Venge normally better than Verge, but with the A hook, I think Verge is preferred. Yeah, Venin might be a little better. I mean, Verge is not bad, though. It blocks a lot down to here on the left next to Goopy and under Wand with a slight lead. I think Verge is fine, honestly. I should have seen Venin. The last 2 turns, there were plays I should have seen. I don't necessarily think they were better. Yeah, Vum, that was big to see that. That's way better than anything else. Then, yeah, here, this was interesting. I do think Lender was correct. Like I said, I have to keep the scoring pressure on. And the bot here opting to just trade a bunch... Which probably makes sense. Like I think it just felt like it's got the J and the Q. It's not winning without a bingo. This never works with Jite out. Yeah, I think it has to exchange here. That makes sense. Recept looks good. Glad I saw that. And here, what did it do? Maxis. Wow. So is it trying to, like, Q-stick me? But, I mean, a Q-stick alone is not going to be enough. It's got to try to bingo. I feel like, goodness, I feel like I would have tried to open something here. I guess I just don't know what. That doesn't feel right to me. I mean, like, what's your path to winning? You hit a bingo, and even then, I just don't really see the path to victory. I mean, hoping I have both the J and the Q or something, I guess, and then, I don't know. I guess if I have both the J and the Q, because then the problem is, yeah, I guess then, right, I can't afford to play QI because then I empty the bag. So I guess that's the idea, guys. It's stopping me from playing one tile. It's forcing me to either empty the bag or possibly get both the J and the Q. And it's hoping that, like, I end up stuck with the J and the Q at the end and it can outrun me. I guess that's the strategy. I guess. I mean, there's just no way to open another line? Yeah, wow. Tricky turn. I mean, how about something like next here? I guess that's just too easily blocked on the right, and then the Wii line gets simultaneously blocked. Okay, that doesn't work. Same with next and yen. Yeah, I guess there's just not a whole lot. Something like Emmy trying to set up the X, it just is probably not enough. You're down 80. A 50-point X play isn't going to do it. Yeah, like what else are you supposed to do? I mean, axe here? Maybe? Maybe? How about this play? Forces me to play through this A. And then you could bingo out with like into May or something down here if you get a decent draw. I don't hate that idea either. Very hard to evaluate, whether is that really better than playing what the bot did. Super tough position. I have no idea. I am very proud of the play I made here, though, Re for 2. I think this is a good play. I don't see how it ever loses. Yeah, I easily outrun stuff like Quiet for 40. I can just find another spot for my J, like Zhao above Broth. Yeah, I don't have any great plays with the J now. But yeah, this I don't think ever loses. Again, the key is it's just, it's kind of tricky for me to block this without giving back some other counterplay. And this way I don't empty the bag, and I guarantee myself a 60-point comeback if the bot bingos, which is exactly what happened. Yeah, Jin's is 1 point better, but it doesn't really matter at that point. I was just relieved to come away with the win. So yeah, overall, a couple of questionable turns. Challenging game for both players, I feel like. Glad to come away with the win. Really, really happy with Re for 2. I think that was a very good play, possibly a game-saving play. So yeah, good week, guys. 3-1. Love the start to the series so far. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks as always for watching. Really appreciate your support. And I will see you all on Monday for Game 5 of the series. Don't forget to get those predictions in before Monday's game goes out. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.